Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Lady K Chat podcast. I am your host, Lady K, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about today's show, and it's called Quitting is a Privilege. This is for my people who are looking to put themselves in position to obtain residual income and how to have a smarter nest or have to have extra income just in case you are at that point to say, you know what, I quit. Wouldn't it be awesome to quit your job when you're ready and you're able to quit because you have cushion? Then this show is for you. Tune in right now. See you soon.
The following podcast is a Lady K Enterprises production.
Lady K.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for all women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be speaked upon, such as relationships, personal development, health and wellness, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Kalima, aka Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into this episode that quitting is a privilege. And today I would like to tell you a story about a woman named Amy. See, Amy is an extraordinary woman. She is the woman that has determination and drive and will do any and everything to make sure she succeeds so she can make sure that her family will succeed. Because as all parents, our goal is to make sure that we are successful, especially financially, so we can break generational curses and create generational wealth. For all my people that's 35 years and over, we grew up in a different time where we were stressed to make sure that we go to school, we get a good job, you work that job for 20, 30, 40 years, you retire, then spend time with your family so you can then travel, and that's when you can enjoy life. Nobody wants to do that anymore, but it's kind of interesting. When you look at 2020, it's kind of the 60 with a twist. Why? Because women are actually home with their children. They have the ability to actually raise their children. We are physically, mentally, and emotional available for our children. And in this season, God is doing something miraculous. God is working on women that in this corona season that they're going to come out just soaring, and not even just soaring, just taking their business and their personal life to the next level. But in order for that to happen, we have to be paying attention to what our Father is showing us, and we have to pay close attention to our surroundings and the opportunity so we can have the advancement. To me, I really honestly think it's not a coincidence. Do you really think it was by accident that in this downtime where we are forced to stay home and we're able to channel our creativity because we were so done on putting in other areas such as work, but we're not able to apply it in other areas because we were so drained and so tired. So now that we have the ability to do so, we can focus on all the areas that we lacked or that we pushed to the side or even procrastinated for a long time. It's okay because now is the time. Again, God gave you the ability to channel your focus on the things that's important in our life. And then we have to also keep in mind too, we as women, we are the helpmate. We help our mate and we bring our creativity to the mix so we can get ahead. Our men need our help. Our children need our help. But in order to help them, we have to help ourselves first, ladies. See, we so quick to pour into other people, but we have to remember, we have to get poured into as well. This is why it's important for you to get fed. Get fed by the word and allow God to feed you so you can pour into others. And this is why I stress self-care so much, because when you do take advantage and you do apply self-care, again, you're able to pour into others. An empty cup cannot pour into nothing. It has to be filled. We need to be filled with the Holy Spirit so we can just go out and give out our best on a daily basis. And ladies, if you feel like you need this encouragement, follow me on my social media platforms. I'm always providing information that can help you soar through life events, because we go through them. We live on this earth, and that's what's going to happen as long as we're here. Listen, if Jesus was perfect and he went through some stuff, get it out your head that you're not going to go through it. Things do happen. Does not mean that you can't have a great and happy life. You can, but you have to also remind yourself those storms are going to come. And when those storms come, you have to be prepared. And that's mostly be prepared mentally. Yes, financially matters as well. But in order to get to that financial matter, you got to make sure that your mental state is in the right order and you're in decency. It's okay to take a break. It's okay that when your kids are driving you crazy, that you can put yourself in the bathroom for 15 minutes just to give yourself a break. Listen, we all know we may get a knock on the door and we may get interrupted, but at the same time, there's a barrier separating you at that time because you just needed to have a breathing break. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because so long we was taught a broken system. But now that we are configuring some things and we're adjusting the system, we can now learn how to balance. So now back to extraordinary Amy. Amy broke barriers by wearing men's clothes, t-shirt and a sweat to a job that was predominantly men. She did that. Why? So she could obtain the skills and knowledge in the tech industry. And when she did that, she was able to transition into her own company where her and another person co-own. She was able to hire 13 women to work with her within her organization. See, Amy always was passionate about helping other women and to bring diversity background together to manifest what? Growth and abundance. Amy sold into her company. She put in a lot of hours. I would like to mention something. I would like to mention that women in the servicing industry spend so many hours working that they get burnt out. And when they get burnt out, it's because it takes a lot. And even though it takes a lot, we are good at what we do. You do it with love and care because you actually like doing what you do. However, balancing family can be a struggle. And a lot of times we tend to have that battles working versus our family. And sometimes this can divide a family. So in this case, we need a solution. Let me tell you how brilliant Amy is. So Amy business is booming. The corona hits. Amy partner, who is dealing with a family matter, now put more stress on Amy because the partner's not able and available to do their duties. So Amy takes hit. She gets overwhelmed. Her husband is complaining she's not spending enough time with them. The son wants her attention. And now it's putting a strain on her marriage. So at this point, Amy is overwhelmed. And she feels like her back is against the wall, feeling defeated. Ladies, do this sound a little bit familiar? Have you ever went through a situation where you felt like, well, God, what else can I do because I'm all burnt out? And it's okay because we all go through it. Don't feel like you're by yourself. I would like to share something with you. As I stated to you earlier, Amy is in the servicing industry. And it's great to do so. But let me tell you what's even more better. Residual income. Why? Because residual income is doing something once and getting paid for it over and over again. Have you found your residual income? Have you found that path that's going to make you money while you're sleeping? And if you have not, please listen in until the end of this message. I will provide information on how you can position your family or your organization. And with that being said, I would like to tell you the remainder story about Amy. See, Amy was on point. She chose her family over her job. Notice I'm talking about the position and not her company. See, Amy is a wise woman. She's not inadequate. She stepped down from her role to take care of her family. Remember, Amy was an extraordinary woman. She worked her way up from a firm to working for herself and building a team with it. There was a strategy in place. The residual income was one of them. See, when you have another stream of income designed for emergencies only, you have options. Amy's emergency was valid enough to focus on her family. And this is why quitting is a privilege. In this particular situation, it was a temporary quit. Ladies, position yourself. Position yourself as an Amy. Have that be prepared mindset, because we all know that anything can happen at any given time. I hope you appreciate this message. I hope it resonated in your spirit. Continue to follow me on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube at Lady K Chat. And for those who are seeking to position themselves for that residual income, we can be reached at our website at www.ladykenterprisesinc.com. Have a great night.
Lady K.